Jai Bhim, Jai Mulnivasi to all of you, and welcome you all once again to MNT News Network's Sunday's special session. As you are all aware that every Sunday we are organizing this special session in English as compared to the sessions that we are daily organizing, which are in Hindi. Specifically, considering the South Indian mass as well as the NRIs, we had started this session, particularly the Sunday session in English. And here we are going to discuss on various topics that are currently faced by our community people, specifically from the Mulnivasi people, scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, other backward classes, and the converted minorities people. Today also we are going to discuss one very important topic, and as you all of are aware that there are elections that are going on in 5 states, and that topic today we are going to discuss in English, and the topic specific topic for today's discussion is assembly elections in 5 states and whom should the Mulnivasis, specifically SC, ST, OBCs, and the converted minorities people should vote. And on this particular topic, we have two eminent personalities who had joined on this particular session. We have with us Mulnivasi Dr. D Ranjan, who is president of PPID Uttar Pradesh West, as well as we have Dr. Brijesh Bangad. He is State General Secretary of PPID Punjab. So let me welcome both the guests for today's special session. Sir, welcome you both to today's special session. Jai Bhim, Jai Mulnivasi, sir. Yeah. So today we are going to discuss on this particular topic, and before we start, I would request all the viewers to share this particular video, which is a very prominent video and very informative video that we are going to discuss today, and which is the current topic. And everybody is thinking in the particular direction that what should the scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, and the other minority class people should take a stance in the assembly elections that are going to be held in 5 states. So, very informative topic this will be. So, I will request all the viewers to share this video on their personal Facebook timeline so that the maximum people will get the link of this one, and they also will join us on this particular session, as well as the people who are viewing it on from YouTube. They are also requested to like, comment, and share this video, and give your views or put up your questions in the comment box so that that can be forwarded to our eminent guest speakers who had joined today on this particular topic. With this, we will start this today's session. So, particularly, as you all of are aware that there are in 5 states, specifically the Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Uttarakhand, Manipur, and Goa. These are the 5 states where elections are going to start from 10th of this month, the 10th of this February, and the election process is continued in these 5 states. And every assembly elections or every Lok Sabha and Lok Sabha elections, mostly a particular situation comes to each and every person who is adult specifically. So whenever states are organizing the elections or whenever the central elections are organized, everybody as an adult, they have the voting right as per the constitution, and they have to vote as far as the democratic process is considered. So now also there are elections in the 5 states, and there is a question before the voters of scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, other backward classes, and converted minorities, whom they should vote. So a big question to them. So I will start with Dr. Brijesh Bangad, sir. Brijesh Bangad, sir, you are representing a particular political party, People's Party of India Democratic, and you are having an important position in this particular particular party. And also, as far as your party is considered, it is considered as going towards a national party, because you are almost contesting from each and every state, and trying to get momentum in your party. So now for these particular questions, the question that the scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, and other backward classes and minority people are facing, that is that in today also, and every election there are n number of parties belonging to these communities, Mulnivasi communities, and every time they are in a dilemma uh, to whom we should vote, and what can be the parameters that on the basis of which he should think that where he can vote, and how this voting is an important parameter in his future as well as the future of the country. So, considering this, a very basic question: what can be the basic parameters on which a person, specifically belonging to Mulnivasi, can think of voting his or giving his voting right or implementing his voting right? What can be the basic parameters, sir? Please
Mm,
elaborate.
okay. Very good question, sir, regarding the today issue. Basically, one should know about the uh, fundamental right provided by the Constitution of India. Uh, all we know that we are living in a democratic country, and it is built on the foundation of election. Our parliament and legislatures are of the people, by the people, and for the people. Voting is a constitutional right that we are privileged to have, and we take generally we take it for granted. But the constitution has given us the right to elect who we want and the right to make the change. First, this is, I think, it should be the first reason. It is a right, uh, the vote for to elect any person. And second, I think there is a we have option to change. If we vote, you can say, if we are happy with the current government or current MLA or MPs, we can vote for a better one. uh, Not voting could result in the same party for another 5 years. At the end of the day, we can say, if the country is or the state is stuck with a bad government or a bad peoples, it's the people to blame for voting wrong or for not voting at all. I think these are the two major issues which we should remember before voting to anyone. Uh, and another we can think, every vote counts. It seems like an endless sea of people are there to vote. Every vote counts. When the national attitude changes from thinking my vote doesn't make a difference, then the number increases. And people voting will make the difference. This responsibility lies on every individual that they must vote for their candidate. Uh, Party or the candidate is not a big issue. First, you can say priority that we must vote on the day of voting, and that the other one are the secondary issues to whom we should vote. But first, we have to satisfied us that why should we vote. I think these are the major aspect. First, we should clear our why to vote, and whom are the issues are the secondary issues. uh, that's all.
Right, sir. Thank you very much, sir. As Brijesh Bangad sir had elaborated that it is the voting that is going to decide you and your future, and everybody should come forward to vote, and that is specifically everybody's vote is going to matter as far as the democracy process is considered. Dr. KD Ranjan sir, as far as this democratic process is considered and voting right is considered, everybody has to vote, as appealed by Dr. Brijesh Bangad sir. Now everybody has to vote, but ultimately, when a person is going for voting, specifically before going, he has to make up his mind what means to whom he has to vote. So, as far as you are considered, or your what is your opinion on this particular topic of that particular voter who is going to vote? On what basis or what can be the factors that he should consider while giving his important vote as a voting right? KD Ranjan sir.
See, as Mr. Banga rightly said, that right to vote is a fundamental right by interpretation of Article 19, freedom to right to freedom. So it is a fundamental right, and while voting for a particular person, one has to see that Mulnivasi Bhujan Samaj rights are enshrined in the Constitution of India, and the person or the party which stands for social, economic, and political justice, which can take keep interest of the this Bhujan Mulnivasi Samaj should be voted, and there are parties. We have to think about the present scenario in which the one party which is in power now, they want to bring Hindu Rashtra. Congress has also said that it should be a Hindu Rashtra. Now, if Hindu Rashtra concept is brought, it is will be a calamity to India, and the people should think that we are a democratic country, and Hinduism itself is uh, contrary, or it's not compatible with it is incompatible with the democracy. So we have to have democratic government, and for democratic government, we have to vote to a party or to a candidate which will keep the interest of the Bahujan Samaj people intact. So that is one criteria, and the people should not vote to a party which is not in the working in the interest of the Bahujan Samaj. From very beginning, from 1950, when Constitution of India was enforced, since then, none of the government which has come to power has worked for the interest of the uh, Bahujan Samaj. They have not implemented constitution at all. Of course, they took center of the constitution to come to the power, but they have not worked for. So now time has come. The people should think where their interests will be protected. So that is the most important thing that they should keep in mind and vote.
Right, sir. Very well elaborated. What can be the parameter, the basic parameter they have to think from the democratic point of view? Because ultimately, by voting, he is giving his all the power or all the rights on behalf of him to that particular person to work for him and to get his rights back, so that he will work from him. That is the basic thrust the voter is having in any of the particular leader to whom he is voting. Dr. Brijesh Bangad, sir, specifically when a person from scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, and other backward communities, people are considered, whenever a situation of voting is coming into picture, and specifically when Punjab and the current assembly elections are considered. Basically, the basic thinking which is coming to the voter's mind is that my vote, which should not go waste. So from that perspective, he is almost thinking, and he is exercising his voting rights by keeping this in mind. So and also specifically in the field also, that type of continuous discussion is there, that you should vote to such a party where your vote should not go as a invalid point, or it should go to a winning party. Like that mentality is there. So that from that perspective also, when it comes to scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, or other backward minority person, he also think that in that some particular direction. So if in such a situation, when a person is in such a dilemma that my voting right should not go waste, and I should vote to such a party where the person can get elected. So in this perspective, particular dilemma, what is your view, or what is your idea, or how you want to try to convince such type of voters who are in such type of dilemma? What he should think of?
Hmm. Actually, sir, the people are nowadays very much afraid from the present scenario of the elections, and because so many parties are offering too many things like free electricity and too many things. But one should have to uh, clear in his mind that these peoples, those are already in the government since after the independence. They till after the 74 5 years, they do not fulfill the conditions of the constitution, because our constitution says that the inequality in the education, in the social system, in the judiciary, and in also in the economical structure should be implemented. But even not the Congress or the BJP or the, any other government work on all these things, and you can even see all over that the gap in between the poor and the rich people, they are going very wide nowadays. Education level going very much down, and you can say unemployment, and there are so many issues like drug addictions, and these governments are not doing on these aspects, which are commonly generally related with the common man. They are just making a fool of the people uh, by giving the free schemes, just like private companies giving to the their clients. I think when a person going to vote to any person or any party, he must see that what is the background of that party, what the and their representatives in the past did, whether they complete their manifesto or not. They should must consider their before voting. Uh, I can say on the People's Party of India Democratic Manifesto that this is the party which is based on the Phule Ambedkar ideology and with a total democratic structure. Basically, India is a democratic country, and Baba Sahib Dr. Ambedkar wants to be a democratic country where a people run, where a people can elect their candidates, and those candidates forms the government and work for the people. Uh, and People's Party of India Democratic work on the same structure, where even a single at the lower level, you can say district level, and thereafter state level or national level, every designation changes after the 2 years or after the two terms. It means a democratic structure is uh, established in this party, and we want that the Ambedkar ideology fully implemented in the India, and we want that the constitution must be implemented fully, and so that we can eradicate the you can say bad I don't remember the
Elements.
word, bad elements, you can say, and the irregularity in the community in regard to the education or the economy. And people party of India Democratic already working on it, and we going in the field in front of the public with our views that we are different from those parties. We are not claiming any that we give you the free electricity or free water or anything else, but we can give a highly quality of the education. We can provide you the public sector, and so that we can regenerate the jobs in the market, and we can give you the better quality in everything which are related with the common man. That we are working on it, and we urge to the peoples that they must think about the People's Party of India Democratic Manifesto, which work on the constitutional things, and those we want to the implement when we come into the government. These are the main things which I want to say to the public. Yes.
Right, sir. Right, sir. Thank you very much, sir. D Ranjan, sir, you belong to one particular state where everybody's eyes are there. Uttar Pradesh, as far as considered, it is always at the central name, or as far as the overall electoral policy of the country is considered. Uttar Pradesh is basically at the center, and everybody is looking at Uttar Pradesh because it is such a big state, and there the scheduled caste population specifically is more. And even as far as the atrocities and other elements are considered, that are also rising, or that are also playing a part in Uttar Pradesh. It is from that point of view also Uttar Pradesh is always at the news, or always in the media. So, considering Uttar Pradesh as an experimental ground, or Uttar Pradesh as the majority population belonging to Mulnivasis, how your party, you also belong to one People's Party of India Democratic, and now there is an alternative or new political party in Uttar Pradesh. Specifically now voters has many choices. They have BSP, they have SP, they have other parties, even if they are not considered in the Congress or BJP, but there are many parties which are belonging to this particular caste, and they are already having the establishment for several years. So, considering that establishments and your political party, how you would like to convey the voters of specifically Uttar Pradesh or Uttarakhand, uh, why they should come to you, or why they should look to you as an alternative in the Uttar Pradesh?
See, these political party, our problems are at national level, and only party of national character can solve that. BSP in 37 years of existence has not established in other parts of the country. Even their voter percentage have gone down. So it cannot be a party which can take care of the interest of the Bahujan Samaj. Rather, from Phule Ambedkari Vichardhara, they have gone to Sarvjan Hitai, Sarvjan Sukhai concept. Now, they have drifted away from the main ideology, and therefore it is no use to Bahujan Samaj people. Therefore, People's Party of India, which is following the Phule Ambedkarite movement, and that is the only alternative available now to the people of Bahujan Samaj, because it is only party in country which can take care of their interests. And since we are at present working in 13 states, so and likely to increase our base at least 5, 6 states in the current year. So the day is not far when we will be a national party and operating in all part of the country. So this is the only party which can cater the needs of the Bahujan Samaj people. Therefore, I think uh, except this party, there is no other party which can in future will protect the interests of the public. So far as Samajwadi Party is concerned, it's a state party. All state parties cannot do better for the interests of the Bahujan Samaj, because our problems are at national level, and when a state party, which even if it comes to power in a state, but for issues at center, they have to look up for the favor of the party in the center. So unless a party which can form government at center is not of any use to the uh, Bahujan Samaj. So this is, if at all some party comes to the power, it will be People's Party of India Democratic. It may take some time because we are in the mission, and our objective is to uh, change the entire system. Vyavastha Parvartan is our the motto, and that is the motto of Pune Ambedkarite forces. We are operating in that area. Therefore, it is the only party which can take care of the interest of the Bahujan Samaj people.
Right, sir. Right, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Same question to Dr. Brijesh Bangad, sir. Brijesh Bangad, sir, why PPID can be or should be looked as an alternative in Punjab? Well, how do you want to say as far as your party is considered?
Party of India Democratic is the only solution at present for the all Punjabis. We can say that the few months ago, Congress made Mr. Channi the president, Chief Minister of the Punjab to attract the vote of scheduled caste community. Basically, more than 37% scheduled caste community residing in the Punjab, and to attract the SC voters, Congress created a dummy CM of the scheduled caste community to so that they can grab the maximum votes in upcoming elections on 20th of Feb. But as per our survey in the market, it is not going to a big game for the Congress. In another way, you can say BJP too going to attract the scheduled caste votes by announcing that they can make a deputy CM for the Punjab from the scheduled caste community. But the people of the Punjab are very much confident that about the BJP and Congress or the Shromani Akali Dal games. They are very much aware about their irregularities in the past years during their government session. Uh, at present, they have no option other than the PPID because all the peoples are very much far from their ideologies. Just like they are now going to uh, change. They want change in the Punjab because they need a party with ideology, especially the Phule Ambedkarite party that can work on the constitution scenario. And they can easily, you can say, uh, the People's Party of India Democratic is the only party which can work for their rights by implementing the good educational policies and for the labor People's Party of India Democratic going to plan rupees 200 per hour labor for the labor class, and to eradicate the irregularity between the labor and the industrialist, that the one should be empowered only after when they got the sufficient amount of their daily need, daily work. And thereafter we are going to uh, implement, we want that quality education should be given to every child of the state, and for this we are going to explore the vision to the people that we want a single syllabus for every child, even in the government or the private institutions, where a poor person's kid or the rich person kid taking the same education rather in the private or the government institution. And that's we are going to change the scenario of the education in the state. And people are mm, mm, pushing us in the way of formation of the government, so that we can fulfill their dreams. A common man, you can say, which common man want that these things should be implemented. Uh, uh, it can be better situation in future if we can provide these things. We are also working on the providing the high class employment. We have a blueprint for the youth of the Punjab. From that, we can provide the better options of the employment to the younger of the Punjab, and to eradicate the drug mafia, to eradicate the drug mafia and the sand mafia. We have the plan for that, and we are all on all the issues of the Punjab. Uh, we are making awareness around all about the things to the people, and people are aware about that all the things, and we show that we must come in the Assembly of the Punjab after 20th of Feb.
Thank you very much, sir. We are almost running short of time, and we are almost toward the closing of the session. Sir, Brijesh Bangad, sir, what will be your concluding message or appeal to the all voters of Punjab? In short.
Uh, okay. I only please to the people of the Punjab, the voter of the Punjab, that they vote for the constitution, vote for the fully Ambedkarite ideology, they vote for the education, employment, and to eradicate the drug addiction from the Punjab. Vote for the democracy. I only want to say this.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir, for the short and very important message that has been conveyed by you to all the voters of Punjab. Same question to Mr. D Ranjan, sir. Sir, what will be your concluding message or appeal to the voters of Uttar Pradesh?
I also uh, give message that we are from Pune Militarized Mission, and we are for the implementation of Constitution. And if they vote us, we will restore their Constitution, all fundamental rights, and we will bring equal education to all, and we will work for the benefit of all classes, be it farmers, be it labor class, be it small scale industries and all that. We will work in all fields. So my appeal to the voters of Uttar Pradesh is to appeal to vote for democracy and democratic values, so that we can implement the constitution, and we can the constitution values enshrined in preamble, that equality, liberty, and fraternity can be established in the state. We are not for that creating hatred amongst the people. So my message is that people should vote for democratic principles.
Right, sir. Very important message by both the panelists. Vote for the constitution and vote for the democracy, so that the rights of the Mulnivasis, scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, and other backward classes, they are well secured as per the constitutional provisions. Very important and very informative information has been provided by both the panelists. On behalf of MNT News Network, I would like to thank you, both of you, for joining today and providing us a very informative information, and the dilemma which the people of voters or of this particular communities were having. What should they do? What should they think of? What can be the basis? What can the parameters on the basis of which they should vote? So, very informative message provided by both of you, and really thankful for joining us today on this particular topic. We will be in continuous touch with you, and we'll invite you on any other specific topics that are related to your areas. On behalf of MNT, once again, thank you both. Jai Bhim, Jai
Thank
Mulnivasis.
you.
Thank you, sir. Jai Bhim, Jai Mulnivasis.
Yeah. Thank you very much, both of you. And as far as today's topic is considered, a very elaborative information given, provided by both the panelists. This video will be there in the same particular link, and you can watch it once again, this video. And you can also share this link to all other voters for getting this information and thinking what they should do. Specifically, this was all for today's discussion, and we will continue the daily discussions which are normally organized in Hindi from Monday to Saturday, and only on Sunday we are organized in English. So tomorrow we will continue the same discussions, and we will have an important topic for discussion tomorrow, as far as the Hindi topics are considered. So tomorrow we are going to discuss भाजपा और कांग्रेस की सरकारें असंवैधानिक क्रीमी लेयर लगाकर अन्य पिछड़े वर्ग को गुलाम बनाने की साजिश कर रही है. This is the topic that tomorrow we are going to discuss, and eminent personalities who are going to join on this particular session are Mulnivasi Shanta Kumar Arya ji. You are a social activist from Haryana and a social thinker from Haryana, and Mulnivasi Suresh Dravid ji, who is organizing secretary of BAMSEF. You both are going to discuss tomorrow on this particular topic, and on behalf of MNT, I would like to request all of you to be there at 8:30 and listen to this particular topic, which is a very important topic, and particularly the current announcement of creamy layer and how this creamy layer is going to impact the scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, and other backward classes. Thank you very much for joining today. Once again, we will meet tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Jai Bhim, Jai Mulnivasi, Jai Samvidhan, Jai Bharat.